All right, welcome to the next episode of The American Dream, a show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and neighborhoods. Joining me is our guest co-host, Seth O'Byrne from HGTV. Good to have you, man. So we're talking some real estate and the entrepreneurial spirit today.
It's really exciting to see how different cities all over the country are responding to this huge economy that we're experiencing.
Well, that's exactly what's happening today. We're taking segments from LA, San Francisco, Vegas, even I think Omaha.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha. So let's go ahead and dive into these segments and start the American Dream right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome back to the show. Today's national storyline is about that entrepreneurial spirit. But before we dive into that, all housing markets are local, so we're going to dive into some backyards, some cool neighborhoods all across the country.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because as a real estate agent for almost 20 years now, I'll be the first to attest that what happens in our local city oftentimes is way different than what's happening on the national scale. So one of the things I love about the American Dream TV is we really give a lot of value to the local voice.
You got to know what's happening in your own backyard, so let's start the local segments right now.
Hi, I'm Rob Meissner with Keller Williams Action Realty, and we are here in Castle Pines, Colorado. Castle Pines is one of Colorado's newest incorporated areas as it came to be in 2010. Situated in Douglas County, residents of Castle Pines enjoy many hiking trails, open area spaces, and exhilarating roads to bike on. We're in front of this incredible home. This home is inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright is famous for combining modern with nature. Lots of woodwork, lots of stonework. And with this particular curb appeal, no other home has it in this area. It's fantastic. I cannot wait to show it to you. The ceilings are high, lots of light, very bright. Follow me and let's go take a look. We are standing inside the home here in Castle Pines, and this is my favorite room of the entire home. It's the largest room. Floor to ceiling is about 30 feet. Windows everywhere, lots of light. The fireplace behind me here begins in the basement, so there's a fireplace in the basement, and it runs all the way to the ceiling. You'll notice these modern iron rails, again, heavily influenced by Frank Lloyd Wright. The wood floors here are natural wood, and there's just so much space. One feels like one can just sit down and sprawl out. Okay, we're now in the kitchen of this beautiful home, and there's lots of cabinet space, lots of countertop space with the granite counters, double ovens. Look at the size of this Jenn-Air refrigerator. Of course, there's gas cooktop, lots of natural light, perfect for cooking. What I love about this home is many things. Probably most of which, all the windows, very light, very bright, very cheery. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths. Lots of decks. In fact, there's a deck off the master bedroom. Lots of living space outside. There's a fire pit that the family could sit around and make s'mores. There's a large side yard, in fact, large enough to have a football game on a Sunday afternoon. And if you think all that sounds great, let me show you the master bed. We're now in the master bedroom of this home here in Castle Pines, and what I like most about it is it's got its own wing separate from the rest of the home. The room does offer lots of light, lots of windows, which is consistent through the rest of the home. And the bedroom also has its own fireplace, and there's lots of marble, not only on the fireplace here, but throughout the master suite. It's very large, it feels very private, and the thing I probably like the most is the deck. If you like to sip coffee in the mornings, this is the perfect spot to do so. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing this unique home here in Castle Pines. I sure hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you next time on The American Dream.
Seth, HGTV, Hot Properties, top realtor here in San Diego. When people say all housing markets are local, what does that mean to you?
You know, what it means is, our real estate market is really made up of our economy, right? So, do we have jobs? Do we have an expanding economy? What's the, the educational system? What's the collegiate system like? So I think that, when you look at a real estate market, it's more a reflection of what's going on in that city than what's going on in the country.
What's so awesome about this country is all these different cities are so culturally diverse with everything you just talked about. So let's go to the next local segment, see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Dawn Raymond with Kentwood Real Estate. Today I have a special treat for you. I am standing here in the Boys and Girls Club Dream Home. Each year, the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver hold a fundraiser to raise money for their incredible organization. This home will be raffled off later this year to some lucky winner. It's 5,700 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, amazing custom features, and it's located in one of Denver's finest neighborhoods. Let's go take a look. People always ask, how do we select the dream home each year? The answer is simple. We look for unique features and exceptional finishes, and we found them in spades in this year's dream home. Check out this incredible Thermador range. It's Wi-Fi enabled. You can start preparing dinner while you're still at the office. The Colorado gold marble was mined just a few hours away and sent to Italy for fabrication. We have 9-inch Austrian oak planks on the floors and incredible bespoke finishes like a custom beam ceiling and wall finishes. With over 300 days of sunshine a year, the thing that's most important to our residents is the outdoors. And one of my favorite features of this house are 9-foot walls of glass that push back, letting the outdoors in. Gives you seamless access to alfresco dining, custom fire pit, and lounge area. And if that's not dreamy enough, let's go check out the master suite. I love the huge windows and incredible natural light that comes into this master suite. Can you imagine just snuggling in front of this cozy fireplace on a cold winter's day, or maybe just relaxing in your private retreat? But no master suite is complete without a very luxurious master bathroom. This one features heated Carrera floors, an incredible steam shower built for two, and a soaking tub that looks out at the treetops around you. So if the Sky Lounge isn't enough, this dream home also features a rooftop deck. Perfect place on a warm evening to sit outside with a glass of wine and enjoy the sunset. Also has a private elevator and an incredible home theater, 12-foot custom screen, and surround sound. What more could anyone ask for in a dream home? Well, I hope you enjoyed your exclusive sneak peek into this year's Denver Dream Home. If you're feeling lucky, go online to milehighraffle.com and buy some tickets. This may be your dream home. Good luck to you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of American Dream TV, and we'll see you next time.
You know, it's great to see all the local stories all over America. American Dream TV is so good at sharing the local stories. But our national show today, actually, Craig, is about business.
Well, our story in itself has been an entrepreneurial journey. We're not owned by a network. We've trailblazed into all of these cities where we highlight these stories. And today, I think we're starting off with LA.
LA, and it's actually a tech company that's serving as a nonprofit, which is cool because they're not only doing well, but they're also doing good. Let's check it out.
Hey everyone, Felix Fuchs here with American Dream TV, and today we're standing in the middle of Santa Monica. I figured what better way to come into the new year after the holiday season than bring you to Giving. Giving is a tech company that provides help to nonprofit organizations. Let's go check them out. Tell me a little bit more about yourself and Giving.
There's a serious problem with the nonprofit sector, which is the cost, labor, and time of starting and running a nonprofit is very, very prohibitive for most people. The cost is very high, the labor is extraordinary, and the time is very, very long for most people. So some people have enough money, but they don't want to wait the time. Some people have enough time, but they don't have enough money. A lot of people are priced out of the social good infrastructure, if you will.
Of course.
And Giving is a proprietary SaaS, software as a service platform that partners with Giving.org, which is a 501c3 nonprofit vehicle, to allow any individual or corporation to instantly, in 60 seconds, start, run, and operate a 501c3 nonprofit project.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, and we're the only company in the world that does it at this scale and this level of infrastructure and this quick. We're helping thousands of people start their nonprofits, like Richard Branson, Miley Cyrus, Rick Fox, Val Kilmer, Una Chaplin, and on and on and on.
Can you tell me more about Giving.org? I believe that's the actual physical nonprofit that you guys have, right?
Yeah, Giving.org is a nonprofit which I actually started and was the first CEO and president of. And Giving.org is to democratize philanthropy. And so what we do is basically raise philanthropic dollars and distribute them out to a wide variety of projects in order to allow people to access philanthropic infrastructure.
So you basically are the LegalZoom for nonprofit organizations.
If LegalZoom took 60 seconds and provided you a massive digital infrastructure, yes.
I was actually at one of your events recently with, I think Emmanuel Kelly was performing there, right?
Yep.
So that was a fundraiser, right? So what exactly was that fundraiser for?
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of celebrity clients and we throw fundraisers for them because they're fun and we have a good time. Earlier this year, we did a fundraiser for Val Kilmer. And then earlier this year, we also did another fundraiser for Emmanuel Kelly, who's one of our clients. And we had Snoop Dogg come and perform and DJ the event. And we had Chris Martin from Coldplay also do a private performance at the event.
This was a set I was going to do at the Fire Festival, but it all went wrong.
Tell me other people that basically are kind of geared for this kind of venture from a giving perspective.
Sure, so, I mean, anyone who wants to do something good, the vast majority of these people are priced out of this infrastructure. It's too expensive, it's too costly, it's too time consuming. And so we've lowered the barriers by about 98% to the cost, labor, and time of starting and running a nonprofit project. Anyone basically who wants to do something good for their community, whether it's local, whether it's international, transnational, whether it's interstate, it doesn't matter.
So So where do you see giving in the next 3 to 5, 10 years?
We are generating real substantive impact on the ground, and my goal is to grow that to be the company, the organization. When you think of impact and you think of making the world a better place, you think of giving.
So not only are you a friend, you're actually a client of mine. Last night I had a conversation with the agent that we were talking about the space that you guys wanted for your new office location.
Okay.
And the cool thing is that they agreed to everything that we wanted.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right?
Really?
I'm not kidding. So there you go, live.
Wow.
This wasn't scripted by any means.
The agent of the year, and it wasn't scripted. I honestly didn't know. And I asked him when I got here, any news, and he played it so cool. He was like, nah, I haven't heard it.
Dom, thank you so very much. I appreciate it once again. What you're doing is genuinely amazing. I look forward to seeing what giving has to offer.
It's a pleasure working with you. Thanks for inviting me today.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to our new office.
Giving, tech company, philanthropy, nonprofit, amazing overall company. Check it out. I'm Felix Fuchs with American Dream TV. Catch you on the next one.
That's a great story coming out of Los Angeles. And now we're going to go up to the East Bay, focusing on a family-run business. Craig, I know that your family ran a business, right?
I love the mom and pop stories, right? This is where business started and where there's a great story. So you're going to get a good one here today out of East Bay in California.
All right, let's check it out.
Look across the street for Superflex.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Doing okay.
I'm Antonia Quanstrom, and I grew up here in Walnut Creek, as does Sharon Vanny, and this is my friend Emily. And we are local realtors, and we're here to show the American Dream, which is a television show, a little bit about your shop. Is that okay?
Sure.
And these are my partners and dear friends, Sharon Vanny and Emily Howard.
Hello. Hello.
And I really wanted to take them to this super cool shop in downtown Walnut Creek. The name of the shop is Ming Kwang, and it has been around here for literally 50 years. It's a very cool shop, extremely eclectic, has a ton of history, and more than its history is a phenomenal story of the owner, Nona. Is Nona in?
Yes, she is.
Oh, cool.
Right in the back.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Hey, Nona, how are you? I'm Antonia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for letting us talk to you today about your store and the history behind it and your journey.
Ming Kwang means radiant light. It's named after the Chinese girls' orphanage where I was living, where I was raised, which was not in China, but here in Los Gatos and Oakland. I found out that I was going to run a 60-type store, and I go, whoa. Wow. Was I ready for this, or was Walnut Creek ready for this? And this book represents 50 years, this one in the middle.
The anniversary, born on the 8th.
And so it tells about it here. Why did we pick Walnut Creek? Only because my husband worked out here as a teacher.
Oh.
In the Mont Diablo School District. So I was able to, on weekends, go around Berkeley and look at all the stores, and I go, oh, people, how nice. I like the way they arrange this and that.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon, I'm running a store. Like Berkeley. In fact, we were Merchant of the Month once, and it says, forget Berkeley, shop at Ming Kwang.
In Walnut Creek, baby.
Yeah. My husband started out as a coffee house. It was called the Melting Pot. But someone across the street had the fondue.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so we changed it to Ming Kwang after the orphanage. But it evolved from a coffee house a year later into a store.
Wow.
Because the rent had to be paid. So I came to the rescue.
What are some of your fond memories of running this shop in Walnut Creek?
Well, I guess Joe DiMaggio came in here once upon a time, and other celebrities have come in.
What has it been like operating the store and working here and all that stuff?
Well, it's been good. I mean, I graduated in '72 from Ignacio Valley High School.
came down here to do a summer job and thought like, okay, I'll do it for the summer, that'll be fun. And then it just kind of kept going and going and going, and I was actually making more money doing this than I was probably working and trying to go to college and stuff like that. So I gave up DVC to do this full time.
Wow. How do I know what to buy for the store? I really don't know until I go to the show and I see something, I go, oh, I bet my customers would like that. And that's how it happens.
Cool.
I think you like this one.
This
right?
is the one I want to buy.
Okay, so the bamboo. A good woman.
Do you know what this says?
It says, buy me, buy me.
Oh, gosh. See you later on our next episode of the American Dream TV.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Team Antonia.
Craig, are we done? Doing it?
So we're practicing our poker face.
Guys, this is a really fun segment we have coming up because we're actually talking about poker, hence the reason.
Poker face, was it good?
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
I was bluffing.
This is going to be a really cool story about poker, of course, out of Las Vegas.
It's got only in Vegas.
You wanna throw to the segment?
Sure, let's go to the next segment, Vegas, talking about poker.
Bill Gaylord here with the American Dream, and I am here with power player Cora Shear of the Shear team at Realty One Group. And Cora, I have to tell you, I was so excited when you said, Bill, we're gonna have a really fun day today. I go, well, why? And tell me why I'm gonna have so much fun.
Well, first of all, we're in the northwest side of town and we're at $1 million listing. I am so honored to be able to feature my seller. His name is Jack Ethel, and a lot of people don't know Jack, but they will when we're finished.
They will, won't they? Should we go find Jack?
Yes, let's go find Jack.
Let's go find him.
Okay. So Bill, I told you we were going to have a very special guest today, and this is Jack Ethel. He is the vice president of the World Series of Poker, and also, better yet, he's the seller of the house.
I was so excited to come here, Jack. I wanted to learn all about your story, but I'd be curious, how did you get into it, and really, what's the history of you with the World Series of Poker?
You know, really, it was kind of some, wrong turns and all of those things. No, actually, I've spent the better part of the last 20 years, around the casino and poker business. I had aspirations as a teenager working in a casino. And when I turned 21, as anyone who kind of has those dreams, I started out as a dealer, worked my way up, supervisor, manager. As I was in college and working on my degrees and finishing up, this weird thing happened with the poker boom, right? And all of a sudden, poker exploded. They were looking for people to, expand World Series of Poker, to then, figure out who was going to help with this, big thing they had that was called the World Series of Poker.
So that became the big thing.
That became the big thing. Yeah, the big thing. That's exactly right, and that's kind of how it all happened for me. Poker is a hard way to make an easy living, right?
So Jack, you've told me that there's a lot of memories you have with this house here. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
This is a very special house, and my wife fell in love with this house, Alicia. When she saw it, she just knew that this was the one, and I remember walking through it the first time, and our family was much bigger at the time, and over the last 4 years, we've built a lot of memories, but what I can tell you about it is that it is everything you could ever want in a house. I mean, there's a master suite downstairs, there's a master suite upstairs. The downstairs is a next generation, so if you want to have people coming in from out of town or your in-laws, the perfect place downstairs. The entertainment living room downstairs is perfect with the surround sound to watch your movies, and the kitchen is big enough to cook and entertain for as many people as you can imagine. The pool has entertained 20, 30 people at a time here. We've just had some really great memories over the last few years since we've been here. It's a very special house, and I think that whoever gets this house is going to, you know, is going to love it. Absolutely. Yeah, this is just amazing.
Gorgeous house. Thank you so much for allowing us to be able to show it.
I'll tell you what, Jack was so entertaining. I could sit there and listen to him all day long.
I think we could have went on for another couple of hours, and we're just so happy to have the beautiful house that he has and be able to meet him. I'm so lucky that you got to do that.
Absolutely, and the World Series of Poker is part of the American dream.
It sure is.
And so is his house, correct?
Yes, yes.
Well, thanks so much. Can't wait for our next adventure, Cora.
I'm ready.
All right, I love this one because I'm a Midwest guy. This is taking us out to Omaha, where we're talking about small businesses with big stories. How important is small business to real estate?
It's everything. You know, I find that the highest earners, the most optimistic people in the community, the people that are really pushing forward neighborhoods are the small business owners. They really are the fabric of not just the real estate economy, but America.
Yeah, let's go to Omaha, Nebraska and check it out.
From small businesses to Fortune 500 companies, Omaha continues to be a hub for economic growth. Today, we are going to talk to two business owners, one that works from home and an entrepreneur, and the second, a large company who also started from their home, and we're going to see how Omaha has helped them out. Now we are at the home of Carolyn Sutton and her PR company. Let's go inside and see where she works. We are now inside Carolyn's home, which also is her business. So Carolyn, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes, so I own Carolyn Sutton PR. I've owned it for 10 years now, and we moved from a larger market to Omaha about 7 years ago, and it has been awesome for my business and for my family. We love Omaha, and it gives us an opportunity to grow my business here locally, but also on a national level. The Omaha community is looking for strong PR firm to help them grow their businesses, which is what I'm here to do. And being able to work from home keeps me extremely efficient. It keeps my family a priority, and it helps me grow my business from a national level as well.
Now we are in one of Carolyn's favorite workspaces, her kitchen. So Carolyn, tell us a little bit about your flow, especially in the mornings in the kitchen, and also just how Omaha has really helped you grow your business.
Absolutely. In my business, it's super important for me to stay up on the news, whether it's newspaper or TV. So in the morning, I like to start off here with my coffee, go through my newspapers, catch up on some of the national TV shows that are happening. The kitchen itself is such a big, bright workspace, and it inspires me to keep going. And in Omaha, you have 4 seasons. So whether it's sunny outside, whether it's snowing, it always kind of keeps me warm in here and kicks off my day to a great start.
So the neighborhood here offers so many different types of homes and lots of variety in the different rooms they have. And I think when you saw this property, you knew this was going to be a great workspace for you.
Absolutely. Our family is growing, and we wanted to find a house that was going to grow with us in the long term, which also meant that I needed my own separate office space. So when we walked through this house, this room really spoke to me. It's bright, it's inspiring. I can see all areas of outside. It really immediately was like, this is going to be my office space.
Well, thank you, Carolyn, for joining us. I really appreciate it, and we're so proud of all you've done growing your business from home. And now we're going to go check out another business who they actually started in their home as well, but have grown it to such a large company and such a fun environment that their employees actually don't want to go home. Now we are at Builder Trend, which is one of Omaha's fastest growing companies, over 500 employees that started with 3 guys in their basement. Dan, one of the co-founders, is one of those 3 guys, and we're gonna go talk to him inside. Let's go. Now we are with one of the co-founders, Dan Houghton. And Dan, tell us a little bit about how you started this business and how it's just grown into such a mega producing company.
Yeah, so we are actually about to start our 14th year of business, which is pretty wild. Wow. So I was in my early to mid 20s when we started this company. I started with two of my really good friends. And our goal was to solve a problem that we saw in the construction industry. And so if you think about somebody that's building a home or doing any kind of construction project, there's this miscommunication that goes on in the project. So we're helping our clients manage their business, communicate with people, and so it started with 3 of us, and now there's 550 of us here, so it's pretty wild.
So businesses like this are really attracting people not only from Omaha to stay and thrive here, but also you're attracting people and bringing it into the Omaha community to work, which is great for our city.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I think, Omaha is one of those places that you need a reason to come here in a lot of cases, but it's once you get here, you really find out what makes the city great, and it's the music scene, it's the restaurant scene, it's affordability, it's a great place to raise a family, and so we have been seeing a larger increase as our footprint's gotten larger and people know more about our company. We're recruiting people from the East Coast to the West Coast. We're getting a lot of boomerangs. So, maybe somebody was from central Nebraska, moved away, and now they want to get back closer to home. So we're catching a lot of those folks.
Well, thank you, Dan, for letting us tour your amazing facility and the way it's been growing. Where do you see the growth for you in the next, say, 10 or 15 years?
Well, that's a long way out, but we are really a people-driven business. So, we obviously make a product, but we can't make that product without people. So, our focus is going to continue to build this team and grow and build better products for our customers, and hopefully, if we continue to do what we've been doing the last 5 or 10 years, we should be in pretty good shape the next 5 or 10 years.
Awesome. Well, we're proud to have you here in Omaha, and we love what you do for our community.
Thank you. All right.
Well, that was a fun way to wrap up this episode of The American Dream. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Well, that was a lot of fun today talking about the entrepreneurial spirit. Seth, did you have fun for our collective 2 minutes and 17 seconds on the show today?
Yeah, I drank all my fake coffee.
Hope you enjoyed today's show. Look, we created this thing as entrepreneurs ourselves to bring real stories about neighborhoods, lifestyle, and culture. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you for following us, not only on the show, but on social media. And of course, cheers the American Dream, and we'll see you next week.